In this video, I'm going to be modeling some of the problems that look like what you'll see in your Unit 5 test. So the first topic we learned in Unit 5, 5.1 was on classifying triangles. We learned that you can classify triangles based on their angles and side. So if you're looking at the angles of a triangle, if you see a right angle or a 90-degree angle, then it's a right triangle. If you notice that all the angles are less than 90 degrees, then it's acute. And if you notice one obtuse angle, so one greater than 90 degrees, then it's an obtuse triangle. Another way we learned to classify the triangles was by their sides. So if all sides are equal, it's equilateral. If two sides are equal, it's isosceles. And if none are congruent, then it's scalene. So we're going to use that to help us classify these triangles. So in the first picture, if I look at my angles, I see one greater than 90. So this one's obtuse. And now if I look at my sides, two of them are congruent. So two sides congruent would make this an isosceles triangle. If we look at our next image here, it says to also classify it. So I notice that all these angles are less than 90 degrees. So this is an acute triangle. And then I notice all the sides are different. So all the sides are different. So that makes this also a scalene triangle. In the next one, I notice a right angle. So this is a right triangle. And then all the sides are different. So this is a scalene triangle. Now we're moving on to what we learned in topic 5.2, which was about the angles of triangles. The main thing we learned is that the angles are the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So what we could do here is we could add the two angles we do know, 65 plus 57. So I'm going to add those together. And if we wanted to know the missing angle, we would subtract that from 180. So this missing angle would be 68 degrees. So I'm going to do these same steps on our next image. So here I'm going to add 38 and 120. That'll give me 158. And to get the missing angle, I'll subtract 158 from 180. That comes out to 22 degrees. Here we're practicing this again. So this is a right angle, so it's 90 degrees. So I can add these two together. And to get the missing angle, I would then subtract that from 180. So this missing angle is 50 degrees. On our next question, it's a little different. This time they gave me an exterior angle and the two opposite interior angles. So what we learned is that the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles. So here these two are opposite interior. So to get the missing angle, we just add 48 and 43 together, and that comes out to 91. So this missing angle is 91 degrees. This next problem uses that same theorem. So if we were to add these two interior angles together, we would get 117. But we already know the 117, so we're going to work backwards and subtract. So I would do 117 minus 81 to get that answer. And this comes out to 36 degrees for my missing angle. This next question is requiring us to do a little bit of algebra. So here they want us to solve for x. We know that the three angles of a triangle add to 180. So I'm going to add all these together. and set it equal to 180, and then I can solve for x. So here I'm going to combine like terms, 270 and 60, add up to 132. So now I have a nice smaller equation I can solve for x. 8 is stuck to the x right now, so I'm going to subtract 132 first. And then I can divide by 8. So my answer for x is 6. Now another way you can do this one that could be a little shorter is we know that 3 angles add to 180. So you could also add 70 and 60 and get 130. And then subtract that from 180 and get that this angle here, the whole angle, is going to be 50 degrees. So then you could set 8x plus 2 equal to 50, and then you could solve that for x. You would actually end up getting the same answer as what we did the other way.